Hey guys, I'm not in my office, I'm here in my garage because today I'm actually working on some hobby space, just workspace upgrades here at home, and I wanted to share that with you guys and also kind of not give you a full tour of my house, but a tour of some of small parts of my house where my hobby stuff is relegated to. So first of all, we're starting off here in my garage where I've got a bunch of model kit storage. So here on the back wall behind me, you can see I've got some shelves here with some kits stored. You can see the little sticky notes on there. So I just thought I'd start off the video by showing you guys kind of how I store model kits at home, because people ask all the time if I have like a display or something. So take this kit here, for example, this Megami device kit. Here on the side, I write down what all kits are in here. So the HG Brady Fox, Brady Hound, Burglary Dog, Scope Dog, Huckabee Mark III. All these kits are all packed inside this one box. And if we open that up, you can see how I've got them basically bagged up here. So I've got the instructions, all the accessories, stickers, the whole kit, everything's all bagged up here, nice and tidy. And you'll notice no packing material or anything like that, just because I find that usually just the kits just being in there kind of provide the packing. As long as the box is pretty full, then there's kind of everything's there and it should be just fine. For little parts like the V-fin on here, it might be a good idea to just take that off so that's just floating in there and not attached onto the head. Probably would have been a good idea for that one, but I think it'll be okay. Now inside the house here, I've got this kind of corner of the living room where it's just in front of this nice lanai there to the backyard. I do have a small display cabinet here, which I'll show you. This is basically the only model kits that I have on display here at my house. It's just a few painted custom models that I've got there. Got one of my bookshelves here with a lot of my books there on it, and then some really nice space here to set up a desk in front of this window looking out into the backyard, which should just make for a great space to sit and look out at the backyard there while I'm working on stuff. So the timing actually just kind of worked out perfectly because FlexiSpa reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try one of their sit-stand desks, and so I thought this would be a great opportunity to get a nice new sit-stand desk for my working space here at home. I can work on my computer, I can work on model kits, do whatever I'm gonna do here. And like I said, I've got this great view there of the backyard, which is in a little bit of disarray at the moment, I'll be honest. I really need to do some gardening, yard work in the backyard, so don't look at it too closely. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this desk built up. We'll check it out. I'll kind of just tell you guys kind of my thoughts on it, the features of it. It's kind of a basic sit-stand desk as far as I understand. They do have other models that are more geared towards a gaming desk, if that's something that you're into, but just for a simple sit-stand working desk, I wanted to go for this one. And I think it also just is gonna look really nice too, so let's check it out.
So the one that I got here is the 24 by 48 inch bamboo top. You can get larger sizes. You can also get L-shaped desks and a variety of different finishes for the top. I liked the finish of the bamboo one here. We'll see that more closely in just a second. But the tabletop came packed separately with some really nice packing material there to protect the corners. Everything was all packaged really well, and then in the second box is all the mechanical components for the legs of the desk. Instructions and extra bits are all in here, and so there was a lot. I just basically got it all laid out and then started to put together. There was really not all that much to put together too, and here is a look at your included screws and everything you've got in there. You have an Allen wrench for most of everything. You will need a drill or at least a screwdriver for some of this as well, and it's pretty easy to put together. I mean, some people get intimidated by putting furniture together, but I've put enough IKEA furniture together to be pretty skilled at it, I feel like now at this point. Plus, being a modeler and model builder, I'm kind of used to reading instructions as well, so pretty simple. This is where you have to drill. You have to just drill the actual mounting to the bottom side of the tabletop, and that's pretty much it. Once it's all hooked up, just flip it back over, and then it's pretty much good to go. As for some of those extra bits that I mentioned, you've got some Velcro tape here for cable management. You've also got this flexible bumper here that you can stick onto the desk and then connect your cables into there. We've also got 6 of these cable ties there with also 3M tape stuck on the back. We got 4 wheels, 2 of which have locks on them. If you want to put the wheels on the bottom, I opted not to. So let's go ahead, peel the film here on the control panel, get this plugged in, and we'll try it out. Now, touching the control panel will light it up. Now, I like that the lights don't stay on all the time, so that's good for just saving energy. It's not going to be wasting energy with that just being on all the time. But you've got buttons here to be able to obviously raise it up and down. And there's also buttons there for setting memory heights, first, second, third, and fourth, and then the memory set button on here. So it's working very smoothly, and we're gonna go ahead and just bring this up to the maximum height, and so we can just check out just how tall this is gonna get.
So at max height here, it's plenty tall enough that this is higher than I'm ever gonna need it. I can't comfortably work at this height. So I'm 6'2", so it's plenty high enough for, I mean, unless you're like over 7 feet, it'll go plenty high enough for you, and then obviously plenty low enough as well. But now sitting in a comfortable chair here with this at a comfortable height, like for sitting, I really like this just because I am kind of taller. So a lot of times when I'm working at like a normal desk or a table or something like that, I'm hunched over a lot, especially working on like model kits or even just video editing, working on the computer. So being able to raise this up just like a little bit, just so it's like kind of a little bit higher, kind of a comfortable height for me to be able to like sit up straight while I'm working on stuff is amazing. I love that. One thing that I do wish that this had was outlets built into the desk. I think that other models do have that. This one, like I said, being like the simpler model, I think doesn't. So that's one trade-off, is that it doesn't have any built-in outlets. So your lamp, like I've got this lamp over here, would have been nice to be able to plug that into the desk directly, and so then I'm only taking up one space in the outlet over there.
And the surface has a really nice finish to it. I'm glad that it just doesn't feel like a wood sticker on top of composite. It actually feels, you know, like a good solid piece of wood here, and it looks nice. So getting everything all set up here to try it out for the first time, I just thought I would also take a moment to mention that it's really important to have a really nice, comfortable space to work. I mean, not just like the desk itself, but this space, just because this hobby is very meditative. It's something I've talked about a lot, and a lot of people have also told me they feel the same, that in this hobby, you know, it's just a really good way to relax, a good way to kind of kick back. You know, you can put a lot of effort into it, but it's a very meditative process, and so you need a good space to work in, and whatever that ends up looking like for you, you know, if it's a desk in front of a big open window, or if it's just a smaller desk in your basement or your kitchen table, wherever you work, just make sure that it's a good, comfortable place so that you can use this hobby not only as like something that you just enjoy doing, but as a way to just, you know, help maintain your mental health as well, which is important. So don't forget to spend some time and energy just setting up a really nice hobby space to work in. All right, coming back after a week of use here, and you can see out in the backyard, I have gone ahead and done some of that gardening that I needed to do. So we're gonna test the desk out here a little bit. Got a cup of water, raising the desk up just to see if there's any wobble, any shake going on. As you can tell from the water there, it's pretty solid, pretty still as we're raising this up to the maximum height, so no wobble there. Bumping the desk here with my knee, you can see the water is wiggling a little bit, but still staying pretty solid. I'm gonna raise this back up, and I'll try just bumping it just to see, even at max height. Yeah, you can see the water is like moving around a little bit, as you might expect, but still it feels really solid. All right, now for the real test. As the desk says, it can lift up to 330 pounds, and thankfully I don't weigh quite that much yet, so we're gonna try this out, lifting it up with me on there. There is also a 10-year warranty on the frame and motor, 2 years on the control panel, so you don't need to worry too much about that. You've got the warranty, which is nice. It did feel like it was going slightly slower with me sitting on it, but you know, with about 220 pounds on there, that's not too bad, I think. And so I'm gonna get back to work on some model kits, and now, as you might expect, I spend a lot of time working on kits both in my office and at home, so it's important for me to have a good space to work in. So that's why I'm really glad to have this desk. It's really, really nice. If you guys want to check it out for yourself, they are having a sale at the moment on the FlexiSpot Amazon site. That's ongoing now through the 25th of March, so check that out. But even if you're watching this video later and they're not on sale and it's just full price, I think the pricing on them is actually really nice compared to a lot of other options as well. That said, especially at this sale price, I think you're getting a really good deal. So if you've been in the market for checking out a nice sit-stand desk to work at, you know, whether you're gonna stand or not, I mean, it's just nice to be able to adjust the height of it. Definitely check them out, and of course the link will be down in the video description below, so check out that link and that will help me out as well. Anyway guys, that's going to be about it for this video. What do you like about the hobby space where you work at? Let me know down in the comments section below, and as always, thanks so much for checking out the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Later guys.